Hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. We are on day 19 of the Food Storage Challenge. Everything got changed up today. The man went to work, schedule got changed, came home, scheduling is has to go back into work. I have cleaned house all day, folks. If you haven't seen my latest Facebook post on my kitchen, holy moly. So I'm doing one meal, but I'm going to try to make it a really good meal. Let's hope I don't burn it to learn it, right? I'm going to be doing an entire chicken in the Dutch oven outside. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I have never done this before. I love working with my oven inside with my turkeys, and I love working with my crock pots, just like you. For my hams and even small turkey breast and whole crock pot chickens. Okay, the whole deal. I do it, cook it, love it, make 2 to 3 meals out of it, and then I cook it down. And I make the broth, the whole 9 yards. I have never done what you're seeing right here. So if I burn it, just laugh with me. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to go about this the same method that I normally do. So this came from my freezer. Okay, this bad boy had to come out of the freezer because, again, we put other things in there, and she's been in there for a while, so she need to come on out, okay? So I have not gone through the whole deal with my roosters again right now because, frankly, it's too stinking hot. Not fooling with it. I'm going to tell you, a lot of folks have asked me, well, or no, I had a person who was being very incredibly awesome and saying you need to learn to butcher your own pigs. I totally agree, but you're not going to do that in August, okay, or September when it's 90 degrees outside. So you're seeing, just like everybody else, something that was bought and put it in the freezer and it was a backup. It had to come out, so now it has to be used. Okay, this wasn't bought today, or anything like that. Lord no. But what I'm doing is I'm putting it in my large cast iron Lodge Dutch oven. It's the big boy. Okay, it's my new little mama got a little something this week, right? So I've oiled it and it's ready to go. I've washed it and oiled it. It's ready to go, and I've oiled it really good. And I had a little bit of onion left over from yesterday. That poor little thing down there. Normally I would put a lot of. I like to put a little butter. I like to put a little lemon in this. Not going with that today. I do have some fake butter. Which technically I would be using, but I'm going to try to go without it. Let's see how it fares without it, okay? But what I am going to add is my mix of spices, and you can do any type of spices you want. I've got salt, I've got pepper, I've got BKW, you've seen that, it's in there. I've also got rosemary, thyme, a little cayenne, and garlic salt. Just whatever you like to put on chicken, lemon pepper, just whatever. That's totally you. You can change that up to make it how you like it. I'm going to be putting that on and in and whatnot. And I am going to also add some cheap white wine. Every year at Christmas time or at Thanksgiving when I make my homemade turkey, I'm going to tell you right now, I call it my drunk turkey because I use white wine and I use a whole can of beer, and I bake that bird down with all kinds of the goodies that go into it and the seasonings, and I'm telling you, it's the best turkey you have ever eaten, ever. So I'm going to try this. I'm going to put some white wine. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not advocating, liquor per se, but what I am saying is if you have a food storage pantry and you need to put some things away, I am encouraging you to put some alcohol in that for different reasons. Vodka, particularly the cheap vodka, your foolproof alcohol, those things have a lot of different properties for wounds and tinctures and just making different things. It doesn't hurt to have a little bit of, corn in a jar put back. I'm not necessarily meaning moonshine per se, guys, but I'm just saying, I'm joking about that. It doesn't hurt to have some stuff put away for many different reasons, and I have a little bit of that. So this was opened, and I tried it because I wanted to see what this tasted like. It's some cheap stuff from Walmart. Y'all, some cheap, this was like $2.98, okay? We're not busting the bank at the fine wine vineyards and stuff. So put that in there. It's going to cook off, but it really does help to tenderize the meat and give a lot of good flavor. Beer does that too. Oh my. I'm telling you. We'll talk about my drunk turkey a little bit later in the fall season. So, it's good stuff. Okay, we're going to put this in here. We're going to get it out on the fire. This is going to take a while. I might come back after it cooks so long, depending on how it's doing, and I might put some potatoes in. If I wasn't doing the wine, I definitely would. That might be weird, and I'm going to whip up a couple little things my kids are begging for. So this is again, this is one of those one meal day deals, okay? I'm just telling you, it's been crazy. Y'all, you needed me to do one meal. You needed girlfriend to mop her kitchen. All right, so let's get these seasonings going, and just, hey, salt her down. Look, Brian's on the mind a lot these days, isn't he? All right, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to pour in some wine, and we're going to get her out there on the flame. Now, I did not show me opening this up because you're working with poultry, and you have to really wash your hands and all of that sort of stuff. So, you want a girlfriend to wash her hands. All right, I'm going to put some seasoning up in the cavity, and we'll get her rocking. All right, guys, let me show you what I quickly decided to do. You can see how hot that is. I may have to add some more liquid. Just keep an eye on it. I added bacon strips to it. Bacon is delicious. I know this is loud. So I'm going to put the lid back on there to let this continue to cook top and bottom and rotating it every 5-7 minutes or so, okay? That's what the goal is here. We're going to get this cooked first before I do the other items because we really want to concentrate on the main situation here. I always tell you, get those done first. Okay, so keep going. What are you talking about? Hey, Mr. Poopa, you want me to lay in the chair? Oh my goodness, you silly cat. Okay, so this is what we're doing. So the chicken is absolutely cooking extraordinarily well. You have to measure your temperature, which you've seen there. It's a little bit high, so I backed it on up a little bit because I don't want anything to burn. I want it to more of a slow cook, but we do want it to cook. You can easily tell with that fire pit over there, it gets hot, like I'm telling you. And then if you put some coals on top of the lid, it's really going to bring the temperature up. Okay, what we're going to do, you haven't seen this, we're going to have apple slices from the LDS, okay? You can go online and check out all the things that they have for long-term storage. The apples here, 30 years. You got that right. 30 years. And it gives you the directions on how to rehydrate them. So you've got 1 cup of apple slices to a 1/2 to 3/4 cup hot water. Drain off the water. Boom, you've got apples. And then you can do whatever you want with them. We're going to try that. I can tell you these are delish. Then we're going to have some instant potatoes. And by request of my younger boy, he wanted macaroni and cheese. We're going with the same thing. What you're going to find also is, even though we've been trying to mix things up with our dinners and breakfast and all these different things, to be honest with you guys, there's quite a bit of repetition. You can stretch and make things, and there's highlights and things you've never done before, like the chicken or the apples or this or that or the other. But a lot of your staples, it's going to be the same thing over and over. You're not going to have meat every day either. We're spoiled right now. If you talk to your Nana or your great-great-grandmother and all of these things, they would easily tell you a lot of times meat was only for special occasions, Sundays with the preacher, and Christmas. Maybe Thanksgiving, just depending on the situation. All right, so we're still cooking the chicken. We're going to start this process. This is going to be awesome. Real excited about that. And I think we're going to have a pretty yummy dinner. Looking forward to it. All right, guys, I wanted to show you, this is what it looks like inside the can. The expiration on this is 2042. Did you hear that? 2042. This is why these things sell so well for the cannery, okay? And I'm going to tell you right now, they are delicious, okay? Really, really good. So if you're looking at picking up some extra things to have on hand as that long-term big dog backup I was talking about in my Q&A, I want to check this out. I think you're going to be rather pleased. Let's get cooking. All right, guys, so all I did was put some water onto the fire. And again, remember the proportion that I told you. And I put in about 2 cups of apples right there. I'm just letting it soak. I stopped the water in terms of right before it started boiling. I just wanted it warm. So I'm just letting my apples soak and rehydrate at this time. Also, I added macaroni into my mini Dutch oven over there. You've seen me do that. That's nothing special. And the chicken continues to cook. We'll do the mashed potatoes last because they take the least amount of time. That goes by super fast. Once you get the water boiling and you have something that's instant, buddy, you better be on it with that fire. All right, we're going to continue to monitor dinner. And I'm going to steal another one. Because they're that good. All right, guys, the chicken is continuing to cook. The apples are rehydrating. I just wanted to show you that we were cooking the macaroni out here like we did the other night. It's boxed macaroni. You're going to want some cheese in your diet. If you can't make cheese, you don't have dehydrated cheese, even if you do, have backup options. It may not be your thing, but somebody with you, it may be their thing. This is my youngest boy's thing. He loves macaroni and cheese. And these organic Annie's that I've showed you in the previous video, they have an expiration date almost 1.5 years out. That ain't so bad. Put your couple boxes away. If you never use it, guys, it's okay. But it's always good to have it as a backup insurance. All right, we're going to back up from the fire because I'm getting smoke gets in my eyes. Should I sing that? I don't think so. This is kind of uncomfortable. All right, let's keep going. All right, guys, so this is what we've done. We've got the chicken pulled off because it is believed to be ready already. Took about 1 hour and 15 minutes on that. I've read anywhere from 1 hour to 2 hours, so that may be right. Right there, we have the apples are simmering up already. I have put fake butter. I had fake butter in my freezer. Took it out. We're going to use it up. We're going to get rid of it. Fake butter. And it's in the macaroni and cheese there. You've seen that in my other video. The apples are rehydrated in the same skillet. I put in a little fake butter, brown sugar, white sugar, and cinnamon. We're just going to let that simmer, let it roll, and it's going to be yummy. We're debating the potatoes. We've got a lot of barn stuff to do tonight, so we're not sure we're going to wait any longer. We may just go ahead and eat and be done. So the kids are pretty excited about what they're seeing here. I'd say so. All right, let's see how it all turns out. All right, guys, dinner served. Chicken is ready. We did check the temperature. It got almost to 190. You have to be 180 or more in your internal temperature and whatnot with your thermometer for your poultry. So always know that. We checked it twice. We're good to go. There's those apples. Can you believe it? They are so delicious. Southern fried apples right there for you, right out of your food storage. You can do it, guys. And then the macaroni you've seen, that's my last cucumber. God love its heart. And I just picked those. They're even still wet. They got a little bit from the rain on there. My tomatoes, my cherry tomatoes, I just grabbed those because I don't have to slice them. We just eat them. Then I want to tell you that I'm also doing Country Time lemonade. Guys, that right there, a quick boost to a drink. No sugar added. It's got everything in there you need. It's got all kinds of vitamin C, and it has a 2-year shelf life on that right there. So check that out. Always look at your expiration dates and go with your gut feeling, okay? Time to eat. We're excited about this. This combination is a real win. We don't even need the potatoes. See, we can save that for tomorrow night, right? Make it stretch. Y'all have a great night. Be sure to like and subscribe. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. We'll see you on the next episode. We might have some dessert, but I'd say it's probably going to be something simple like more of that, wouldn't you think? Y'all have a great night. Just so you know, because I know someone's going to ask, the lids, if you order from the LDS Cannery online or you go to one of their canneries, they have an option of buying the little lids that perfectly fit on top of these large number 10 cans once you open them. So if you're wondering how I'm going to store that, that's exactly how that's going to roll right there. Time to eat.